All right, first Saturday afternoon game, fellas, is at Metricum Stadium between the Gold Coast Suns and the Sydney Swans. Go for it. That silence was to let you do your thing. What's Desmond Van Bust doing?
It's time for the cum. It's the Des Dog of the Week.
Don't ever say that in that tone of voice again.
It's time for the cum. My Des Dog of the Week is going to be Gold Coast. I went and watched Gold Coast live. They played shocking against Carlton. They did not play a good game. I know it was time has passed since then, but they played shocking against Carlton. They were not good. They had not everyone was tough. I can't even look at that game and go, they played a good game. Maybe Hugh Greenwood played an okay game, but I'm very biased.
But now you're saying Gold Coast is your dog, is your log?
Because guess what? They're going to find some form. They're going to find some form. I'm very surprised, just a bit off topic, but you'll get it when it comes around. The Gold Coast fans get around the Suns. They actually, like, the people that are there really get around the Suns. Like, I appreciated that at the night, even though I was a Carlton supporter. For one night. But, like, they were getting around it. They actually had a lot more supporters and, like, some good supporters, which is a good thing for the Suns. But Swannies are on a downward spiral. I'm not buying into the Swans hype.
Can you say that one game in which they lost by 2 points is a
They shouldn't have beaten Essendon. I'm going to make that call. They did, and I know that if you can do enough to get across the line, I respect that every time, and I will take that on the chin if you say that to me. But they shouldn't have beaten the Bombers, and that is tough. Mm-hmm. Bombers are not good. They lost to the Giants. Giants are not good. You know what I think of the Giants. I know they lost by a kick, and they won by a kick, but it's a Suns time. Jewy Jew is gonna put some mountain in that dew, and they're gonna be drinking. There's
some quick maths there. Mm-hmm. I didn't follow a damn minute, but I like the energy.
No, neither. That's that Steiner maths, mate. That's Steiner maths.
You know what? I hate when I have to do this, but I'm actually going to agree with him. Where are we? This is not a Des Dog for me, but the Sensei of Sensibility is feeling a little bit spicy this week. So the Sensei of Spicy, I'm tipping Gold Coast. I actually think that they're going to get the job done here. It's not just like the Swans aren't looking great. Their rookies are just really lagging. They're starting to get tired in the legs. And I think losing Buddy again, bit of a kick in the teeth. I think the Gold Coast is going to pip them to the post this week.
I see where you both are coming from. I don't think Buddy out is going to be as big a problem as Tom Hickey being out. Because who is that next ruckman? Who comes up?
You'd think Sinclair, but...
Jeepers. Do you know what I mean? They were really relying on Hickey.
And again, but who are they rucking against?
Well, that's the only saving grace that they've got here. But Hickey's going to be out for a little bit.
Yeah, he will.
So this is interesting now. This is a tale of two midfields that now don't have a ruckman. Let's see how that goes.
Eek. That's a big eek.
It's a huge eek. And I think the Gold Coast backline would be cheering that Buddy's not playing this week. Absolutely cheering.
Because they had nothing for Carlton. They had nothing.
Yeah. And after last week, against the Doggies, they're going to be looking for any sort of reprieve they can get.
I'm still going Sydney 1-39 here. I think this game, no matter what happens, is going to be a genuine marker of how dead set Sydney are when it comes to playing finals. Like if they punish the Suns this week, if they win and win convincingly, I think they genuinely mean business for September. Because they've been riding the wave of emotion, that Don Pike attacking football brand on the go. Mm-hmm. I think now they're starting to get a bit tired. Now they've lost a key ruckman. Now they've lost Buddy. Let's see. Do you respond? Do you turn it over? And do you turn it around against a team that is battling on their own accord? Mm-hmm. So I think if the Swans win, that's going to say a lot. If the Swans lose, maybe that just tells us they're a bit closer to where we initially had them pegged pre-season for where they're at. It will be interesting. Gold Coast, they're trying their guts out at the minute. You've got to give it to them. Mm-hmm. They've got no ruckman. They've got a ramshackle back line that's like the shell game at the minute. Just dudes being moved around.
It's very tough.
They've got young forwards, like King is still young. Rankin is still young. Every time they come on the TV, commentators are there, oh, King, Rankin, oh, what can he do? Mm-hmm. Like, they're still young. Mm-hmm. Like, they're still really young kids.
Yep.
They're going to take their time.
I'm just expecting we see a little bit more of what we saw in the second half.
And that's what exactly
against the
why.
Dogs than we see in the first.
How you finish one week is how you start the next. I've always maintained that.
For them to be...
we all rate Stewie Jew. He's not going to... He's not going to sit on his laurels and say, look, that's good enough last week. That was terrible. First half was absolutely disgraceful. It's not going to happen again. And I really think that they're going to bounce back in a big, big way.
Think about getting absolutely belted in the first half. It's one of the biggest beatings I've ever seen, besides Adelaide when they beat Freo in about 2009. That was a bigger beatdown, but it's another day story. for them to come back and have that good second half as well, to actually play good footy and not just I know Doggies coasted it and they were chilling, but that was still a good side.
Could have just thrown
Doggies are still unreal. Doggies are still unreal to I don't know if they beat them in the second half, score wise. I assume they'd be close to.
Certainly, I get what you're saying. It was certainly close. I don't know. I feel like a little bit of that has got to do with the Dogs taking the foot off the pedal. But I certainly see what you're saying.
It's hard to beat quality, even when they're taking it easy.
Indeed. No, look, let's talk a few bets here. I've got a little multi I'd like to throw at you. I'm thinking Luke Parker anytime goal. I'm thinking Isaac Rankin anytime goal. I'm thinking Oleg Markov, 15 touches. Errol Golden, 15 touches. Jake Lloyd, 25. Callum Mills, 25. You put all of that together, it's paying about $10 flat.
Nice.
Flat.
Nice. The main ones I had to add to that, Brandon Ellis, or Alice.
Brandon Alice, for
as
our
he's
Victorian
affectionately
fans.
known. 25 plus. He's been statting up big. So 25 plus for him. Can see him doing it again. Surely this week is Errol Golden's week for a goal. Surely.
It's got to be, 3 points last week, 2 the week before.
He's getting the shots. He's just,
I like Errol.
Yeah.
But he needs to deliver the goods this week. Otherwise, I may be getting off the Errol train.
Blind Archer at the moment. 0% accuracy. But I think this week, absolutely. And the value's there, $1.67. And Willpower 15 plus at $1.36.
Take that under advisement.